So, ma'am, a virus in our system will always remain in it?
Actually, Rajesh, viruses are categorized differently. Some are residential and some are non-residential. A resident virus hides or loads itself into computer memory, which then allows it to infect any file that is run by the computer. It continues to run even after the infected file closes. Being loaded into memory, it does not need to be executed for it to infect other files. Rather, it activates whenever the operating system OS loads or operates a specific function. It is difficult to remove resident viruses as they have the ability to escape the notice of antivirus or any other anti-malware software. These viruses hide themselves in the RAM of the system. Removal of these viruses thus becomes very tricky. Resident viruses could also be subdivided into two additional categories: fast and slow infectors. Both these terms are rather self-explanatory. On the other hand, a non-resident virus does not store or execute itself from the computer memory and remains attached to the file. It infects other files only when the infected file runs. These are also referred to as executable viruses, meaning that they need to be executed before they can infect, unlike resident virus, which infect the moment of the operating system. Let us now see some other major trendsetter viruses. We will start with file-infecting virus. File-infecting virus, which when enters a system, becomes active when the program carrying the virus is opened. Mostly, this type of viruses comes as an attachment to a program file, usually .com, .bin, .ovl, .drv or .exe. These programs infect files or saved data in the system. The next is overwriting virus. Overwriting virus is a program written with malicious intent, which, after infection, will effectively destroy the original program code of your computer system's file data, typically by overwriting data in the system's memory. Boot sector virus are viruses which are less common now, as today's devices rely less on physical storage media. It functions by copying code either to the boot sector on a floppy disk or the partition table on a hard drive. It infects the computer system. The virus is loaded into memory in the startup process. Once it is comfortable in system's memory, the virus will infect any disk inserted in the system. Examples of boot sector viruses are Form, Disk Killer, Michelangelo, and Stoned. After that comes the Master Boot Record virus. The Master Boot Record viruses, as it named, are actually memory resident viruses. They are responsible for infecting disks just like the boot sector viruses. However, they are different from the boot sector virus. They chiefly locate as codes in a different place. Some of the examples of master boot record infectors are Unashamed, NYB, and Anti-EXE. Multipartite viruses are also known as polypartite viruses. These viruses infect both the program files and boot records. Removal of these viruses is difficult, as if the boot area is cleaned and the files are not, the boot area will be reinfected again by these viruses. These multipartite viruses may again take control of the system by infecting and replicating themselves even after the infected files are cleaned. Examples of multipartite viruses include Emperor, Tequila, and Anthrax. Cluster viruses are another type of viruses which attacks systems in groups or clusters. If you find that every program on your PC is infected, then there is a chance your computer system is infected with this type of virus. Actually, this virus is only in one place on the system. It associates itself with the execution of programs by modifying directory table entries to ensure the virus itself will start when any program on the computer system is started. Experienced users can sometimes get around a cluster virus using the check disk utility and other elements of the operating system to diagnose and remove the virus. However, less savvy users can end up erasing vital program information through the use of operating system prompts.